Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Miguel back again with another video, and finally I got my hands on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And this phone came here today because this is we're actually going to do a destruction of it. We're going to do a durability test. We're going to do a drop test. Not in this video. This video is just for a simple unboxing and a quick glance and an insight into the iPhone 15 Pro Max, because I didn't get to review it on time. So now that I have my hands on it, I'm actually going to go ahead and just quickly do an unboxing. But the next video is going to be very interesting because we are going to do a drop test. And the reason for that is because there are rumors, there are reports that the iPhone 15 Pro Max specifically is not really a durable phone, and there are some issues with the durability, specifically the back glass of it breaking at the slightest drop. So we are going to check it out ourselves, so stay tuned for that later on within this week. We're going to do that, but before that we'll go ahead and unbox it. And I also have two phones over here. This is actually the dummy version of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the purpose of it is just to see how accurate it is and to see if the dummy actually gave us a full insight into it. I also have my own personal phone, which is the iPhone 12 Pro. And the reason for having this is, one, this is the same shape as the iPhone 14. I actually don't have the iPhone 14 Pro right now in my hand, so I kind of wanted to compare a little bit of the shape of it, because this one is a little bit refined. There's a little bit of a curve there, so I want to check that out myself and kind of compare it. And the other reason is that the color that I have today is the blue titanium one. And in my opinion, from the photos that I've seen, I actually haven't held the phone in my hands yet, so I don't know. But the videos and the photos that I've seen of the iPhone 15 Pro with the blue titanium is very similar to the 12 Pro. I kind of want to compare the colors and see whether they're actually close or they're different. So just simply for the color. So let's go ahead and unbox the iPhone. As mentioned, this is the blue titanium color. This is the 256 gig version. All right, so the color. This, in some angles, it's more of a very dark blue, and this one is actually called the dark blue color. So side by side, this actually looks like a lighter color, looks like a different hue of blue. And this one, I actually like this one much better because it gives that a bit of a darker hue. And just looking at the shape immediately, I can tell that the camera is actually changed, especially the triple or tri-prism camera. But apart from that, shape-wise, it's pretty much the exact same. There's really not a lot of difference. We still have that matte back over here. And the sides this time, the frame of the whole phone is made up of titanium, which is a new material that Apple has used for the first time. But I have to say that it feels like the aluminum frame. So there's really no difference when it comes to the feel of it. It actually looks and feels the same because this is brushed. It's kind of brushed. So it does give it that vibe that it is still aluminum. Now, I don't know how titanium is supposed to feel, but still, because we are familiar with the aluminum frames on the regular standard iPhones, this feels very similar to that. And it kind of, I think it kills a little bit of that premium vibe that you get from the stainless steel sides, because this is a shiny side. It actually feels solid. Not that this doesn't feel solid, but I think that the stainless steel sides actually feel better. Holding it in the hands, I can tell that this is it is a little bit refined. So even though the bigger size is something, I'm not really good with big phones. I really don't like big phones, but this actually feels pretty good in the hands. I couldn't say the same thing about the iPhone 14 Pro Max, because that one actually hurts to hold in the hands because of the sharp edges. Now, this time the edges are a little bit refined. Now, I know it's very hard to tell on camera, but I don't know if you can tell over here, but there is a little bit of a curved right there, which is almost impossible to tell on camera. But if you feel it, you can actually tell that there is a difference. So there definitely has been a little bit of a change in the shape of the phone. Now, we also have the action button on this side. So if you press it, it's automatically gonna go to, it's either gonna go into the ring mode or it's gonna go into the silent mode. And inside the settings, you can actually change it to do a bunch of things. So if I change it to focus or camera or flashlight, for example, I now change it to flashlight. So once I press it, it's gonna turn on and activate the flashlight. There you go. I saw a TikTok where a guy was unlocking his Tesla with it. I don't know how real that was, or if it's actually possible to program the button to do that, and I think it's pretty cool because there is a Tesla app that you can actually pair with your phone, and you can control a lot of the settings of your Tesla with it. I don't know whether it's programmable with the action button. I think I think that was fake, but it was pretty cool to see. And I know it's the same concept as you having a keyless remote and just unlocking your car. It's the same concept, but doing it with your phone, it's kind of I think it's kind of cool. So I really like that, but I don't know how true that is. We do have a Tesla here, so we'll try and see whether we can actually program it to set up the action button with that later on. Now I do also have the dummy here, and I have to say that they nailed it when it comes to the dummy. Apart from the side buttons, you can see that the phone is pretty much the exact same. Even the placement of the buttons is exactly where it's supposed to be, so there's really no difference there. The power button here is on the exact same side. You can see the antenna bands as well, and just holding the phone like this, like you wouldn't be able to tell that this is a dummy phone because they've done such a good job, and they actually mimicked every aspect of it. One big change as well on the iPhone 15 lineup is that the USB-C has been introduced for the first time on an iPhone. Same thing over here. You can see that the dummy also has the USB-C, and they've actually matched the speaker, the number of speaker holes exactly. So they did a pretty good job at giving us a little bit of a preview as to what the iPhone 15 was going to have. I should mention the box this time now comes also with a USB-C to USB-C cable, and it is a braided cable. So there was rumor that we were going to get a braided cable that was going to be color matched. So unfortunately, it's not color matched. I don't think that's a big deal. It would have been a nice touch, but having a braided cable is an improvement on its own because the cable is much more durable. This is the exact same cable that we now get on the MacBooks. We also have the same paperwork, same stickers. No change when it comes to the color of the stickers. Actually, this one doesn't have a sticker. Wait, I didn't get a sticker? That's not possible. So this is already an unboxed phone. There's a possibility that someone already took it out. But the color of the stickers is still the same. Apart from that, the phone is pretty much the same, and I know that there's a lot of criticism on that. The phone is very, very similar to the iPhone 14. At a glance, you can't tell whether you have the iPhone 14 Pro or the iPhone 15 Pro. And because we still have the dynamic island like we had on the previous phone, we also have the always on display. We still have the 120 Hertz LTPO display. So there aren't really a lot of changes there. When it comes to the camera, yes, there are changes. There are some new features. When it comes to the software, iOS 17 is new. So you get all that good stuff, which is also available on older phones. But just looking at the hardware, yes, this does come with the A17 Pro this time. Which we are going to be doing a little bit of a speed test down the line and see if there's any actual difference between the previous iPhone and other phones like the S23 Ultra. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a quick unboxing of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is going to be fully destroyed in a couple of days, most likely today. So stay tuned for that because we will be doing a drop test. We will be doing a durability test and seeing how strong this actually is. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.